version. So very quickly, I'm going to do an overview of this is the Leo rig. So you can look up and research how to use the Rumba software better, because there's a lot of really good tutorials from Mercedes Engineering. But just a quick overview, if I have manipulators turned on, I'm able to just select move around just like I would in Maya. So this is very, very similar to Maya. I'm able to select here, manipulate, rotate, scale if the control supports scaling. But the thing that separates Rumba from other softwares is the ability for geometry manipulation. So I can either select a geometry control like that, or if I want to turn off manipulator selection, I'm able to just grab and move at will and pose things based on look and feel, as opposed to having to worry about what kind of controller they are. So just a quick rig breakdown in terms of Rumba. This is going to be our head squash and stretch, just like in Maya. I've chosen for this control here, the head shaper, to actually be a control because it was getting lost behind his hair. And so so you also have a geometry control as well. So you have the actual control and the geometry control. Here you have your eyebrow main control mover, which I will go ahead and turn off manipulators for this part. You have your brow furrow, just like I showed in Maya. You have your middle squash, your furrow controls, your middle brow, and your brow tip control. You've got your outer eye control, you've got your inner eye control, which is rotation only. Then you've got eyelash controls. You've got your micro controls all the way through here. If you want to know exactly what these controls do, you can check out our Maya rig breakdown, but this should be very, very similar, just with geo controls instead. You've got your nose, you can rotate, translate. Got your cheek controls. Got your ear control. Down here you've got, I believe this is squash and stretch. Above that is the face shaper, and then above that you've got your jaw. So you can rotate this and translate this. Here you've got the tongue puff control. Puff control here, you've got lip control. And that's the other nice thing, is that you can also shift select just like in Maya, so you can grab this one, and move both of them around together. So those are the geometry controls we have. I've opted not to have geometry controls on the entire rig, just because in terms of usability, in terms of functionality, I feel like the majority of these work better as controls. Especially when you have IK/FK switching, because then you're actually switching out different controls based on visibility. So anything that's IK/FK switching, I did not want to have as geometry controls. Same with the FK/IK spine. I guess the neck, technically I could have as a geometry control. Maybe I'll add that in the future. Maybe this, throat control. But as a whole, I like being able to have NURBS curves for some of these, but the face felt really intuitive to have geometry controls on here. So when you buy the Rumba Leo, there will be a controls only and then an optimized, as well as coming with the astronaut outfit will be allowed in the Rumba version.